Good afternoon, everyone. It's David Schlotthauer here from my mobile home weather office in Fort Bragg, California, reporting this update to you all from Fort Bragg, California, where it's nice and cool here, but not so much if you are in other parts of the West where it is very hot outside in other areas. But in the meantime, let's take a look here at the tropical Atlantic here from Dr. Levi Cowan at tropicaltidbits.com. Looking at the visible satellite imagery, we do have a tropical wave that is kind of hanging out across the southwestern Caribbean, where we do have some enhanced thunderstorm convection. Looks like some modest organization going on there. We have some of these banding features of cirrus clouds with this tropical wave, but otherwise nothing really significantly going on right now. The tropics looking nice and quiet with those trade winds that are screaming across the Atlantic at about 20 to 30 miles an hour. If we take a look here at the rest of the Atlantic, the main development region, we're looking at pretty good conditions with that wind shear that is cutting across here. See these feathery white shears cutting across pretty nicely there. Sorry, I don't have my Epic Pin here on the iPad that I'm recording this off of, so I do apologize by that. Instead, we're going to do some screen zooming in, so that way you all understand what I'm talking about. So there is a look at the satellite imagery. Now, another product that I like to show you all in these videos is the National Hurricane Center 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook from Miami, Florida. And as we can see here, there is no tropical cyclone activity in the next 7 days, which is good news for a lot of you that are either going to the Caribbean, going to the Gulf of Mexico, or even Florida, to say the least. Nothing to worry about there at all, and even the Windward Islands and Leeward Islands looking pretty good there with no tropical formation in the next 7 days. So now, looking at the latest European model for medium-range weather forecasting as far as the tropics go, we do have, actually, let's go to our 850 millibar vorticity map. Again, what this map highlights is areas of spin. So where we do have orange and red colors indicate more spin, even some yellow colors there. And the height contours are in black with the wind barbs that are in bluish colors. And that's what you see there with the two flags coming out, sticking out. Those are wind barbs, which tell us which way the wind is coming from. So in this case, it's coming from the top of the screen down to the bottom. So from north to south, we're seeing the circulation doing this. Hopefully I didn't make you guys dizzy. But again, without my precious Epic Pin here, makes it kind of hard to draw on the screen, right? So now going forward in time, here's a look at the latest European model over the next, say, 36 hours. So we'll go all the way through Friday afternoon on the 1st, almost the 1st of June. This is the 31st, the last day of May. We don't have a lot going on in the tropics with a weak sprawling ridge in the Atlantic, which means, of course, lesser wind shear, which means our sea surface temperatures are going to eventually warm up as we go over the next 48 hours into Saturday morning. Still not a lot to track, and then going further out in time, the European model really not hinting at anything just yet. However, though, if we go forward in time, though, we're going to have to really watch. Now, it doesn't seem a whole lot is going on here by the 6th or the 7th of June, right? But I want you all to pay attention of what is going on down here really quickly. So over the eastern Pacific, where we do have these wind barbs that are going from west to east, so the wind is doing this. It's moving towards the land area in Central America, and then it curves around. So we're seeing this monsoon gyre starting to shape up. Again, I will have to work on, actually, you know what? I could actually screenshot this so I can better analyze what I'm talking about. So this is what we're seeing, okay? So the monsoon gyre is is doing this. Actually, that pin is not going to work. Sorry, folks. This is the first time I'm doing this in quite some time. So the monsoon gyre is doing kind of like this. These wind barbs doing this. And then we got wind. Sorry, there's an ambulance in the background. A lot of rescues today because people are just going out to the beach today. and they get stranded out there because of the high waves, the high surf that we're seeing. More on that in a little bit. But this is where we're seeing our monsoon gyre. This is going to be the area that we really are going to have to watch in days to come, because once this gets going, we might get little perturbations that want to spin up around that area of low pressure. Okay, so that's kind of what that is all about, while we're dealing with a nice sprawling ridge, okay? But anyways, if you guys did like today's detailed tropical weather outlook and discussion, just a brief little tidbit off my iPad here, please consider subscribing, sharing this video with their family and friends on social media, and also hit the like button and leave a comment in the section below this video. As always, we're planning this day by day, so there may be days I don't have a video out, and there may be days I do have a video out, but I just want you all to understand I am not wasting my vacation by making videos for you all. We're literally hanging out inside the Airbnb house out of Mendocino, and we're just not doing anything right now. We're not doing anything until about 7:30 tonight, when I'm going to actually go out and take some sunset pictures. So don't be surprised if you see more of that on Twitter and also here on YouTube. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Share, like, and subscribe, and I'll be back with you more soon with more tropical weather updates.